The M1 Abrams main battle tank, jet-powered, computer-smart, and armed to the teeth. 68 tons of mobile firepower. Fort Knox, Kentucky. Raw Marines, fresh out of boot camp, arrive for 9 weeks of training at the Basic Armor Crewman School.
We just got here. Some of us came in on Friday, and a lot of people were off on recruiter's assistance and just came in the other day. So we've been slowly trickling in.
Posted combat support, which is either artillery, low-altitude gunner, or tanker. I was hoping for tanker, though.
Mainly just wanted to be a Marine. That was the main thing. I didn't want to be a cook or admin or anything, but I wanted to just be a Marine.
I requested field artillery, and they just pretty much threw me into tanks. It works.
It was the first thing suggested to me, and I thought, that's what I want to do. As soon as it popped in, as soon as they offered it to me, I said, hey, I want to drive tanks.
You good?
One.
Keep your knees down.
1,
Two.
2, all the way down.
I don't count.
For the tankers that have come through here, they can tell you it's pretty demanding. You take an average Marine who weighs 120 pounds. He figures out that one of these road wheels actually weighs 80 pounds. And if you're 120 pounds lifting up road wheels, you got a PT, and PT has to be hard.
1, 2, 3, go. $17.33. $21.32.
Hey, cross
the line,
you.
$23.50. Outstanding. Outstanding.
That means you freaking ran.
24 minutes.
You gonna die on me? You gonna die on me? Well, get it up.
What we're gonna do this morning is actual training day 1. You're gonna get your commander's in brief. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's gonna happen during the commander's in brief? Hey, you're gonna get briefed by 3 or 4 different individuals. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Your company commander is Captain Rush. Attention on deck.
Please take your seats. Good morning, Marines.
Good morning,
sir. Okay, day 1, right?
Yes, sir.
A couple things I want to talk to you about here this morning. I'll be brief. Number 1 is, this is serious business that we're in. Learn everything there is to learn. The war may be tomorrow, and are you going to be ready?
Out, right. Swing your arm. Out, right. Out, right. Lean back. Cover down. Line to the right. Left, right. Left, right. Out, right.
No running on the ramp. No horse playing on the ramp. We can pretty much figure that out, right?
Yes, sir.
68 tons. You run into it. Is it going to move?
No, sir.
You are, though, right?
Yes, sir.
When working on tanks, remove all jewelry, watches, etc. If there's electrical currents inside there, you don't want to get shocked. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Ready to become tankers?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Step, Sergeant, step.
Velasquez, Curtis, Acevedo, Hunt, and Bonacy. You 5 Marines need to report to Sergeant Salza. He's standing right back here in front of that first tank. Go.
All right, I'm freaking Sergeant Salza, and I'm going to be your tank commander for the next 3 months that you're here. Everything you learn on this tank, you're going to learn through me. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You're going to get some classes up on the hill through your other platoon sergeants, and it's going to be inside classes, sitting down, learning stuff on the freaking bulletin board and things like that. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Here on the tank, I'm your daddy. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You're my kid. Everything you learn, you'll learn through me. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to the tank.
All right, sir.
This is your pig. This is your hog right here. You're going to learn how to drive this bad boy, how to shoot, how to load, how to take care of it maintenance-wise and PMCS. When I talk about PMCS, I mean preventive maintenance, checks and services. That is basically PM in it, taking care of it, checking the oils, tightening bolts, looking for missing hardware, things like that. You're going to know that tip-top, bottom, upside down, flip-flop, any way you can think of it. Because you, as crewmen, have got to eat, breathe, and live that. All right, anywhere from here up is the turret. Anything from there down is the hull. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Right now, you can notice the turret's over the rear, right? The gun tube is over the rear of the tank.
Yes.
Okay? Also, when I talk about the tank, anytime I say left, front, rear, back, whatever the tank, it's as you are sitting in the driver's hole. The driver's hole is located right here in the center of the hole in the front. Okay, to close this hatch, you're gonna go ahead and rotate this all the way back so it's centered up over the hatch, okay? Now, whenever you ever open this hatch, always get in the habit of touching that lock and making sure that lock is latched down. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
1, because it's a test. And if you don't do that, you're gonna be a no-go. 2, safety precaution. Because if you don't lock that down and you poke your head up and that bad boy comes close, guess what? It's gonna break your nose. All right, then you're gonna start whining and I'm probably gonna laugh. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
And the rest of the crewman's gonna laugh because you're a dumbass because I told you to freaking make sure you touch it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now right here, this is your steer throttle control. With 3 positions and 1 stow. All right, when you drive, this is how you drive, just like this. The hatch is closed and you're looking through periscopes. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, if you're claustrophobic, well, it sucks being you because you're gonna have to overcome it, understand?
Yes, sir.
Anybody claustrophobic? Let you there, Banaka.
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
All right, we'll see. What's gonna happen now is one of you gonna crawl in the gunner station, the little black chair down there, okay? And then one of you crawl inside the loader's hatch here.
The gun turret is the heart of the machine. To be effective tankers, the crew must function as one in this cramped space.
All right, like I said earlier, there's 3 positions of the tank, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got the loader, the gunner, the TC. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, we're freaking, how you say your name?
Velasquez.
Velasquez is sitting. He's a loader, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This right here is called your breech, all right? When the main gun fires, it recoils approximately 13 inches. All right, but it's pretty fast. You can barely see it. But if you get hit by it, guess what? Your face is going to be hamburger, okay? And I see Marines get hit by it, and it's not good to go. All right, so safety is always paramount, right?
Yes, sir. So when the main gun fires, what part, does this whole piece,
thing.
the whole thing comes back? The loader, he's like in the way. He's in the way of the gun. So how would he?
Stand up. Flip that top part up. Now sit down. You're not much out of the way more, but that's where you sit.
And you
That's
don't-
what that shoulder guard's there for.
And you don't get hit by.
You just stay back. If you stay behind inside of there, you're gonna be okay.
All right, sir.
All right. Don't get scared already. We ain't freaking done driving.
Sorry, I'm not scared yet.
You're not scared. Being a tank crewman, you're gonna learn a lot about loyalty. All right. Loyalty to your tank, making sure you take care of it, because it's gonna take care of you in combat. It's gonna be loyal to your crew. All right. You 5 here are gonna be my crew. You 5 here are a crew. When you guys study, you'll be studying together. If one of you fail, you all fail. That's how I see it. If one of you failed, then I failed. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Because I will freaking pull you through mud and everything, concertina wire and everything else. But you got to show me that you do the same for me. As a tank crew, you have got to understand that. You've got to understand that.
Dumbfounded. So much information was thrown at you. Just a brief overview of everything. Excited because there's a lot of cool stuff that we're gonna get into. Other than that, there's just too much to even comprehend right now.
I want to drive it, run stuff over, go blow stuff up, have fun. It just looks fun.
That's about it. It just looks fun. I'm psyched. I can't wait to get in this thing and see what it can do. So, I don't know. I'm just amazed. I never thought I'd actually be in one of these things, you know? You see them on TV all the time, but this is good to go.
They gave me 2 options. I could either be warehouse worker, do supply, push boxes around all day, or blow stuff up. So it wasn't a very hard decision.
Down and clear my PT gear.
Down and clear my PT gear.
I wish I hadn't drank all that beer.
I wish I hadn't drank all that beer.
I pull up setups, 3-mile run.
Pull up setups, 3-mile run.
And then we'll do some push-ups just for fun.
And then we'll do some push-ups just for fun.
As the 9-week course intensifies, Marines are pitched headfirst into a sea of details.
Lower slope. All right?
Turn it like this?
It's gotta be like this. When you raised it up, it wasn't. You turned it.
The training itself, it's hard. It's very specific, and there's really small details that you really gotta pay attention to.
Fit together just like this. And when you put them together, all the points need to be facing towards you. Okay? Read the next step.
Using chain hoist, raise breech block to top of breech ring.
It'll be off to the side. It'll stay there on the tank.
We have 2 manuals. Each manual's about an 1.5 inches thick.
We carry them basically wherever we go. It tells you whatever you need to know about the tank. It's broken down to the point where anybody can pretty much understand it. We got the manual when we first got here, and we'll have it till the day we got tanks and got out of the Marine Corps.
Student tankers have to master a vast range of skills, both on the tank ramp and in the classroom.
You're trying to talk to someone that is 80 kilometers away, you can't do it, correct? Because your radio will only transmit up to 40 kilometers. So are there any questions with any of the knobs on this radio? We are going to practice sending and receiving radio messages. In channel 4, I want you to put in 72325. Now let's see if we can talk.
PFZ Velasco is East Long, Connecticut, over.
Lance Corporal Giuliano, Rochester, New York, over. KFC Tech, Erie, Pennsylvania, over.
You, the crewman, have to set the headspace and timing on this weapon. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, today you're not going to get into that because first you must crawl before you can walk. You understand?
Yes, sir.
With no repair shops on the battlefield, the crew needs to be self-sufficient. They learn to field strip and troubleshoot every weapon on the tank.
I told you A1 is what? Modification. Okay, now, if it is blue and I have white letters, what does that tell me about this round? It's a training round. It has no high explosive filler, right? All right, next. This is the M831. This is the M831A1. One is fan stabilized. The other isn't. You got me?
Non-explosive dummy rounds are distributed to the student tank crews.
Hold on, let him get set. Get set. Turn the power on. The aux pump. Explain it to you. All right, don't slide it over the top, right? You give it to him. Don't slide it. Do not slide it.
Every tanker must be able to load the main gun in under 7 seconds. These inert rounds are used to train for the student's final test.
Bam, get my sable round, all right? Watch what I do. I pull it out. It's kind of a long round, so you gotta kind of bend your knees. I'm letting off the knee switch. All right, it's automatically gonna close. You bend your knees, you're gonna rock it into a cradle just like this. Lay it on the stub base, line it up, just make a fist. Like this. You don't worry about the gun firing. Everything's on safe, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. All right, make a fist. Drive that home. All right, once you drive him home, you just let your hand right on the stub base and on the breech plug. It'll ride it all the way up. Your fingers are not gonna get caught, nothing's gonna happen. Now, get out of the path of recoil. All right, cross it on whatever you do, get out of the way, look at the ammo door. All right, stay back, hunker in the corner. So I guarantee you when that bad boy fires for the first time, if you're in the way, you wish you were out of the way. All right? So, time's not gonna stop until you say up. If you say up before the door's closing, all right, you're gonna be a no-go. Roger?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you wait for the door to completely close and say up, you're gonna be a no-go because you're gonna run out of time. Roger? All right, simple like this. He's gonna say, gunner, up. Just like that. Here we go. That's how you load around. Gunner, simple tank. So he would have been a no-go. He said up before he looked at the safe arm light and before the door was closing. Go. You got to make sure that you look at the light, make sure the door is closing, and then say up. Gunner, say about tank. You gotta remember, that's gonna be a real round. So don't be freaking dinging it around, hitting the damn sides of the breech ring, hitting the top of the turret roof and all this other shit.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get a little louder. Turn the volume up. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8.
Week 5. The students leave the classroom behind. They'll spend the next 3 days living in the field, learning how to drive their tanks.
Let's go. You got extra CPC up here?
Yes, sir.
The instructors take the controls for the 2-mile run to the driving range.
We got to know what to slow down for, what not to slow down for, what tank will eat up and what tank won't eat up. Good to go. Certain situations will throw track. All right, you may be able to go through 6 foot of mud, but if you get in some loose sand or loose dirt, all right, you're going to throw track because sometimes it'll build up between the sprocket and the track. And what's happening as you turn, it's just going to slide right off. There you go.
So, but why is it that mud doesn't do the same thing, sorry?
Mud will. All right, depends upon how thick it is. Clay is bad about it.
Driving lessons begin. Young men who've only recently learned to drive a car are put at the controls of a 68-ton, $4.5 million war machine.
Four, center. Hey, they're trying to call you. All right, I'll switch back. Roger, stand by. Driver, you got me?
Ready to check over?
All right, got you, good. All right, fire it up.
Clear the rear.
Fire the rear. All right, here we go. Now move out. Move to the right, follow the trail.
I was fortunate enough to be the first one to drive. For me, it was pretty exciting because you're just feeling the machine out, seeing what it can do, what it can't do. You want to make sure that you do it right, and especially it being the first time, it's extremely nerve-wracking knowing that you have the power over such a big piece of machinery.
Hard right. Slowly, hard right. Straight. Easy, easy. Gas, gas, gas. Hard right. Stop. I said hard right. All right, driver, stop. You gotta listen to me. Yeah, but you're gunning it. You're giving it a lot of gas. If you give it a lot of gas, it's just gonna spin and it's not gonna turn. You understand?
We went straight out like that way across and just kept going.
It sounds like hey, I guess that's how high it was?
Yeah. Like you went.
Yeah, I'd go in. I can't see a thing. I love that, man. Luckily, it was just water. It wasn't like mud, so like.
Today we started driving the tanks for the first time. It was really fun. It's what most of us signed up for the Marine Corps in the first place to do.
Ran these courses here. It was real fun. We had a good time, and it was awesome. It was a good time today.
They had us drive around in mud, get used to driving on